Greetings, I'm Les.
And I am Scandal.
And let's date some demons together. Or at least let's try, all right? So we've had a lot of Leviathan on the chapter episodes. We're going to see if this one's a little bit different. The human everyone's talking about.
Who's everyone?
Who's everyone?
I'm also as far as I've seen, I've only seen maybe 7 people. I've seen 8, and then there's me, and then that's it. So, but I can't look at myself.
8? We haven't even.
No, Diavolo, because you have the 7 demon brothers.
Right, but we haven't actually met one of the brothers at all yet.
Yeah,
we just saw him briefly in a harem outfit.
Yeah, that's true.
So we haven't really seen him.
So we've seen 7.
We've seen 7 people.
We've seen 7
and
people.
And one of the brothers is missing.
I hear 2 students gossiping nearby.
That's not man's voice. Oh my gosh, really?
I mean, it was just a narrator voice.
Oh, okay. I thought that was
it could be.
Person. That's you.
I hear 2 demons gossiping nearby.
Hey, check it out. That's the human that everyone's been talking about. You think it's true what they say, that Mammon became a babysitter?
Well, if so, then I'd say it actually works out great, don't you think? If we wait and strike when he's not paying attention, he'll never figure it out. It was us!
I just wanted to be, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know the darling dear? Come on, we should devour the human before Beale does.
Right, run away or make a move. All right, man. Are you going to...
You're a boomer, you don't care.
What does make a move mean?
I know, I'm like, the most I have is make a move. Because running away is not very boomer in my brain.
This dude also is retired, and he's not particularly athletic the way we've got him going, so running away wouldn't really make a lot of sense. We've been coached to run away, but he's like, look, you're telling me to run away, but you don't know anything about me as a human. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Make a move, whatever that is.
We're just gonna make a move, whatever the crap that is.
I just quietly scoot the other direction. It's fine.
Oh God, who are you?
I guess that's one of Demon A or whatever.
No, this is one of the brothers, my friend.
You're kidding.
This is one we've never met.
Who is this?
I mean, we have a picture of him. Hold on one second. Hey, you there. That's right. I'm talking to you. The human with that frightened, tormented look on your face that demons love so much. You're practically screaming, come and eat me. I'm scrumptious. Your name's Man, isn't it? This DDD here belongs to you, right? I saw you drop it just now.
Did we drop it?
Yeah, take it.
What?
Apparently we just dropped it on the floor.
The stranger hands me my DDD. I see that he's a student as well.
With a bolo tie. What's with that look? There's no need to be suspicious of me.
I mean, I didn't drop anything, but cool, bro.
My name's Solomon. I'm an exchange student from the human world, just like you, so they're not 3.
So they're not 3.
They're not
I'm very
3.
excited that he won't be 3.
Honestly, how many, like humans just have white hair at that age? You look wild, dude.
I mean, I knew somebody actually in college, who had white hair.
Okay, but it's, like I said, how many?
Not very many, but the thing is again, I'm like, I knew 1, so I can at least say that I've actually met someone, and the thing was that he wasn't completely, white/gray, because it was basically premature graying is what he was experiencing.
Right.
It was actually a trait in his family, which was really cool.
The little ombre bolo tie is hilarious to me.
It's kind of funny.
Nice to meet you, man. I can't
What's up?
accent this. I
really gotta tell you, honey.
I know, right? I'm like, I gotta try and do it. I can't do it.
I need your help. How do you know my name? Are you really human?
So it could be the how do you know my name, or are you really human?
This is all incredibly ridiculous because boomers would be like, hi, nice to meet you. My name is this thing.
Right?
This is all way
I am man.
too either.
I have or haven't heard of you.
Right.
Like that would really be the,
so I go more with how do you know my name?
Basically, how are we connected?
Yes.
Yes, because if we haven't met the other human at all, despite how long we may have been here, because if you go by the texts and phone calls and things and how long we've played the game, we could have been here for days and apparently never heard anything about him at all.
No kidding.
You're probably not aware of this, but you're a bit of a celebrity here at RAD right now. Just being an exchange student from the human world makes you special enough, but on top of that, you got an infamous demon like Mammon looking after you as well. Who's looking after you, dude? Uh-oh, I better get going. See you around, man. Take care of yourself. Head toward... Oh, that's such a choice.
So many decisions.
Wait, we get to see a classroom finally? Amazing. It only took like 7 episodes to get... Nope.
Hang on.
Here you go.
Good morning, man. You've become quite the celebrity here, haven't you?
There we go. Good morning, sir. Yo's up probably.
Good morning.
It's just good morning.
Good morning. Oh, yeah, good morning would probably work. I was thinking like more official, like, okay, you're supposed to be in charge, like boomer kind of mentality. But like, good morning. It's
On
still
the
a
other
little
hand,
bit
he's
more casual.
also younger than you. So that whole thing, I've seen a lot of like older individuals, even when somebody is their superior in a position,
They still
unless
go-
sir has indicated you specifically need to say this, they're like, you're young, I'll just say good morning.
Yeah, you don't have the ownership of my attention.
Like,
basically
you
like
don't
that.
have my respect yet, you haven't earned it.
Yeah,
Earn
keep
it,
trying,
my boy.
honey, and you're never gonna get it anyway because I'm just much older than you.
Oh, you're never gonna get it.
I'm
Never gonna get it.
Were you able to get a good night's sleep? I have to say, you look more relaxed now.
That's good. Then when I arrive, maybe?
Be sure not to let your guard down. Don't want you to end up being eaten by some random lesser demon, but if it's some known high-ranking demon,
That's
it's
fine. That's
I just
fine.
don't give a shit. It's okay. It would only mean plenty of paperwork for me, only if it's random and a lesser demon, and I don't need that.
But if it were something fancy and official, I could do it.
Was that Solomon that I saw you talking with earlier? You and he are the only two students from the human world from here.
And even though we've never met any humans before, we totally expect that, both of you are going to be eaten at any time. And we know that demons love to eat humans because, wait, we've been to Earth eating them? Maybe? But they've never been here before. Maybe they've just never been here as exchange students. Hang on, we might have explained that thoroughly. Hang on, I'm not sure. At any rate,
I mean, you guys are totally human, right?
we're pretty sure. We just grabbed two beings from the Earth. They've
It's
got
a dog.
I am dog.
Ha.
Ha. I am dog.
I am dog. Seeing as you're both human, it's fine if you associate with him. But know that he can't be trusted. Because
all.
I'm clearly an authority about
And we totally
everything.
trust you and what you're telling us, that your narration is accurate and not, bad.
He may be a mere human, but he has a ring imbued with wisdom. And he wields powerful magic. He's the type of man who will try to subjugate even a powerful, greater demon if he gets the chance. Which means that he's going to at some point.
Read
because
that wrong and had a greeter demon. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm a greeter demon.
I'm a greeter
the Walmart greeter demon.
Hey, don't you know after a point
Welcome
you
to
start feeling like
Walmart.
you
May I
have
eat your
become...
soul?
I mean, here we go there, polish our soul. Hi, I'm here for soul polisher. Oh no, honey, come with me. I'll show you where the soul polisher is.
Yes.
Ah! Oh,
Why is this?
Why
our
are
choice?
these choices? It's
They
fine.
shouldn't be choices.
They
It just
shouldn't
should be like you respond with. It should just be like down here. I respond with. In the way
Right.
that I noticed this thing. And when did we drop our DDD? It didn't even tell us. He's just like, yes, I pickpocketed you and then pretended to return this to you. You must have dropped it. How strange, y'all.
Aye.
We're in sepia like mad now.
That's because we're back in the past. We
Oh, we're-
had to literally flash back to something
flashback to 10
that
seconds
just
ago.
happened.
All right.
Great! I completely forgot. What'd he say? Lucifer has something that Mammon wants. Something he'd kill to get.
Kill to get. All right, so you need to know that there's something. Mammon wants a lot of things, my dude. And as far as we can tell, everyone hates Mammon because he wants things and because he borrows things, mostly money. And he's
Which
going,
I think
dude.
is really funny, because I'm like, if you guys have that big of a diverse group, maybe y'all hating on one brother seems a little strange to me.
Like,
because
you
usually y'all have things you hate about each other
Uh-huh.
very violently and very clearly.
All right, I don't know whether we go to 2A or to 2-4. I'm going to try 2A.
2A.
Because it's like extra to this, I guess.
I
This
get-
same
I get-
little
I
bit.
get-
Lucifer's favorite.
My favorite.
Oh, my favorite.
It's called Alaska Thunderfuck.
And is that your favorite?
I mean, did you actually not know that? So Alaska Thunderfuck actually got her name from a type of weed.
I knew that, but not from Lucifer. Not from, like...
Why wouldn't you
oh,
believe it?
No, like I
Believe
said, I
it.
did believe it. I
Date
wasn't
Bayo.
making it. It's fine, it's fine. Read 'em. I can do this. Read 'em and weep. It's a straight flush. All right, and so are we wearing one of these uniforms too? That's
We
me.
should be.
I'll say that is totally me. All right, this is our drunk boy all the time, 100% drunk. I don't believe it. All I needed was an ace of spades. If you're new to this, Asmodeus is 100% drunk 100% of the time, so there you
Oh
go.
no, here's Satan.
All right, here we go.
So Solomon wins again. Huh? How many times in a row is that?
So he is a pickpocket. Now he's cheating at cards. I got it. This makes 138 wins for me now.
83, dyslexic person.
I can do
83. 83. You just took off 50 of his wins. We're trying to make it more equal.
You know what? I just took away his wins. You know what? 831 wins, my dude.
No!
I can read. It's fine. Are you using some sort of magic, like a spell that alters the appearance of the cards in your hand?
I'm also like, why would you
just
care? You're demons.
can't.
Why are you all playing games? You'd be like, very specific. You're using tricks to
Okay,
tricks
I'm just
to
getting
do-
like
Harry Potter
Hogwarts.
vibes.
Yeah, I'm getting Hogwarts.
Yeah, no, I was trying really hard not to say anything, but now it's called me out.
I'm just like, look,
to
a
everybody.
whale on the ceiling, and it's Hogwarts. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. We don't know why they're playing games. We don't know if they like games. We also know that they keep irresponsibly lending their brother money and then being grumpy about it, that he behaves the same as he always does. It's almost like they don't understand what being avatars of certain things is to each other.
Except for the fact
Strangely.
that I also understand, like, it doesn't necessarily mean that it defines you, but it's weird because it's like, oh yeah, this thing that is supposed to be a major part of your life and you're supposed to be the avatar of, so therefore it usually means that you fit that role.
Also going, so
Like-
if you're the avatar of envy, does that mean you envy everyone else's social skills? Because you clearly have all this stuff you want? I don't
Why
know.
would that be envy?
No, I'm not like you demons. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't accuse me of behaving like one. I'm a simple human, an innocent lamb.
I'm surprised you can say that with a straight face, considering you're the most powerful sorcerer in the history of mankind.
Oh, don't be so modest when describing me. I'm better than that. Oh, I mean, no wonder I have white hair. You know, the cowgirls love me. I'm just so good with a horse, you wouldn't believe.
He prefers to ride horses.
Is
not
that really what you
cowgirls.
think, Satan? I have to say, I'm honored. Your assessment is very flattering. Still, if Mammon were here, he might have broken up my record-breaking winning streak. I understand he is an absolute genius with the cards.
I'm also like, are we supposed to be like, what? Then, like, again, I'm wondering kind of in terms of how the writing is working, going like, is it supposed to like make us jealous and go, no, I need to get in the way of you potentially then being interested in Mammon because
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the point of this interaction is.
I know,
too.
I'm like, why
going,
are we-
all right, and suddenly we're in a classroom, but we're not doing class, so we're just doing cards.
Something?
Or we walked in on them playing cards. I don't even know.
True. As soon as money is involved, it's like a switch flips inside him. He'll make sure it ends up his, almost like some sort of superpower.
Oh, here's
Except
a
for the fact
question.
that if he's that good with money and he's that obsessed with money, why is he so bad with money?
Why does he always seem like he's broke? Maybe he's always lying. Maybe he's always lying about I can't pay you
Maybe
back.
he's
just
like the
all
master investor.
The money is mine. All of
Oh,
it.
I don't have
like a
anything.
hoard. Nope, I can't pay you back because then I would have to use some of my money, which is mine, so therefore I can't pay you back.
All right, fine.
Because it's still mine.
Whatever.
You're right. Strange, considering he's usually such a dolt. But like, you'd think maybe we'd understand at some point that he actually has the money he owes us because he clearly is getting money all the time. And since he's greedy, he doesn't spend it, he just gets more stuff. I don't know, it doesn't even make all the sense, does it? Could you pass me that glass?
My God, please.
God, I'm just... All you are always putting down Mammon, aren't you? Shouldn't you be a bit more... shouldn't you be a bit more respectful? After all, he is your older brother.
Oh, speaking of Mammon, that reminds me, I heard something interesting
Okay.
from Lucifer.
I'm just watching the way they swap out, and instead of like putting everyone on screen, you've got this experience of one, we're sort of watching this weird play, and you get them shuffling out of the screen and shuffling back, because like on some of the other games we're playing, you actually just have multiple people on the screen, and the fact that there's sparkles, it's like you touch the screen and there's this sparkling poof, and then one brother appears instead of the other one.
Oh, excuse me, I'm going to transpose you right now.
It's just that thinly veiled veneer of humanness, where
Right?
they're actually these, really just ordinary demons trying desperately to pass for anything like human.
Except
and they
for-
don't realize that humans can't just poof in and out of the space
Like
they're
I
in.
said, like
because
I
walking is so boring and time wasting. Why would you?
Again, no, seven-headed demon.
Right?
You
And they're all
know?
just like, right here, this head, no, that head, the other head, pop.
And you're like, whoa.
So, you're gonna pretend you didn't hear what I said.
He said that man is trying to make a pact with Mammon. Apparently. So the answer
Except
is
we're
yes.
not trying. What? Man? make a pact with Mammon? Are we here, or are we just getting to watch this as players? I don't even know what's going on here at all.
So we shouldn't know this out of character at all.
I say, if we're not here,
Or like we could know
this is for the player to know and not for the character to know? I don't know. Or did we walk into the room and we're freezing there, like at the door, and we could see all this happening? And Man's just like, I don't mean to eavesdrop, but you're all confusing anyway, so I'm just going to wait here until you're done.
Will anybody actually notice? Yeah, I definitely don't think Solomon's a human person because honestly, regular people go, excuse me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like
that. Or I just walked in the classroom. Man walks in going, I remember college. I could do this. Walks right past all of them, just quietly on the side, goes and sits down, opens his books and sets up, and everyone just completely, I'm involved in my conversation. Yes. Huh. Interesting. All right. Are you for real? That's hilarious. What else do you know? Time to dish up some details, Satan. I need to know.
Does he wear his underwear on his head?
I need the dirt. I need the tea.
Yeah.
How do humans wear underwear again?
I'm also like,
they do wear underwear,
don't you guys
they?
have other like friends?
Is underwear a food or clothing? You have to remind me. Can you drink out of underwear? I'm not sure.
What is underwear again? According to Lucifer, man has teamed up with Levi. They're planning on making a deal with Mammon to get what they want.
Yeah, well, this is so much gossip.
It seems they're looking for that credit card of his. The one Lucifer confiscated?
So it sounds like I need to make a pact with Lucifer, actually.
What?
I see. So
that magical thing that they came up with, we call it a credit card. And
because it's a human name. It's like we call the city Insomnia. It's a fun foreign word. A credit card.
And like you look at it and it's like, what is this? It's sort of boiling into your flesh and kind of comes out the other side. And you go,
like,
this is a credit card. And it lets you obtain cash. And you're like, my hand is covered in barcodes now. I am hamburger.
I ask you for a hamburger.
Right.
At Two Cules, the demons have a credit card. All right. We should maybe link to the hamburger skit in this one. It'd be so good.
Okay, I know lots of people find it to be terrifying, but I find it to be really relaxing, and I don't know why.
I just find it to be ridiculously funny and unnerving. Like, I just like
the way that the person reads it, though, is like, it's so comforting.
It's like a sleep meditation, the way they present it as a voice actor. And you're just like, and then you listen to it, and you're like, ooh, that's maybe not what I want to meditate to. You ask for a hamburger. I give you a hamburger. It is a demon's credit card. All right.
Hi.
See. So the plan to pressure him to enter into a pact in exchange for the credit card, then. Wait, back up a second. Before we even get to that, there's a lot to unpack here.
Like 12 mojitos.
I don't remember half of this conversation, and none of you are drunk enough for this. I swear you're not having enough fun. Where's my margarita?
And then, hey, margarita, punching me in the face.
Sorry. What's all this about Levi teaming up with Man? I mean, we're talking about Levi, the super otaku who never comes out of his room. Is he really capable of working together with a real live person? Besides, Man doesn't seem
when he's a fake person, he does great. Except you, how would you know?
Because it's fake waifus.
But the thing is also, how would Asmodeus know that?
Well, only if he's ever been into his room or heard him talk, if he can care to listen to what he says.
It sounds like most of them don't listen.
The brothers do pay attention to each other, even though they pretend they don't. Just like they pretend they don't like you, and then they go, no, but I do. And the thing is we're trying to get to know these people, and we had some a very thoughtful comment on one of our recent videos where they pointed out that you're saying you don't even know, the brothers all ask the same, but you don't even know them yet, and it's like, what most of our exposure is with the whole demon Pokemon experience of they're on our background, and then we go pet them daily, and they're all like, I'm not into it, do it again. Oh, why are you doing that? It's kind of nice, actually.
What are you doing? Aren't you paying attention to me? And it's really, it sounds incredibly samey. So in that sense, there's no greater depth to it. They all really start sounding exactly the same. And that's not to say they aren't more complex, but I'm also so for us, both of us have also been exposed to so much media, and we've had a lot of secondhand experience or direct experience with various different kinds of animes. These feel very rote to us.
I say, the thing is
or at least to me, because
it feels very narrow only because of those sprites being incredibly samey. And so there's just this experience of when after you get a surprise guest after battles as well, they feel very much the same of I'm not into it. Oh no, I kind of am. sort
Right.
of thing, and going
Like every single one really is.
and they all
It's
react that way. So that
really
feels
weird.
like that's the only personality we've got right now. Anyway, thank you for your comment, though.
Oh, indeed.
Right. With a real live person, he's usually better with the dead ones.
Oh, Loa is
Also-
great, especially when they're drowned and bloated, and they have kind of like, what do they call them? Sea cucumbers sliding out of their parts.
Oh,
Leans over,
I
Solomon.
love sea cucumbers. Solomon, you guys are creepy
Like what?
as hell.
I
You know what? I'm really glad that I just ignore you because then.
I gotta tell you,
All right.
honey, I don't know.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Also,
Wow.
how exactly does Lucifer know all of this? Right? Like, do we trust each other to be reliable narrators or not?
Apparently, man spoke to Lucifer directly and trying to figure out where the credit card is.
You mean what a demonic credit card is? And also, apparently, according to whomst, where did you get this rumor from?
Uh-huh.
What?
So that probably means Satan talked to Lucifer. I'm like,
what I
they're
mean is,
such
like,
gossip hens with each other.
They
It's
are.
amazing.
No one gossips like men. No one.
Oh my god. Okay, so I've always hated that stereotype. Women gossip so much. I'm like, you have never been around. So me, being
Lord.
the individual where most people tend to either not pay attention to me or don't assume much about me. I've had this weird thing of where I've really just been in groups of guys
And they'll just
being
talk.
non-binary and just listening to them and going like, you guys chat way more than women do, and you're so insecure sounding. Constantly. And this is not, and I want to say, like, this is not intended to be shamey. It's basically an awareness piece. And they've also
observation.
done studies, like literal freaking lab trials where men, even if you have an equal balance of both men and women, and unfortunately they didn't do it with you know, non-binary individuals, but that was the at the time. But the thing is, they were like, dude, we had an equal classroom, and you know who talked the most?
Men.
All the men did. They took over like 80% of the conversation.
Mm-hmm. And then when they rated it afterwards, the men said the women talked a lot.
Yep.
And a lot of that is sort of essentially social experience and going, well, if they ever did anything that brought my attention out of what I was focusing on, they're being disruptive and therefore they're talking a lot, which is the sort of easiest descriptors people have or how they're socialized to understand. But
Yes.
the whole thing was very interestingly illuminated. But again, what? In fact, I don't remember what you said. What are we talking about? Could you just maybe repeat the whole thing?
Have your appletini.
Oh, this looks beautiful. Thank you.
That's called a sunset.
Oh, good. What's so funny about that? I love appletini. I love it. I love
Pterodactyls.
sweet, tasty drinks are just beautiful. Okay,
They're amazing.
And
There's
you
like
shouldn't
eyes floating in it.
discriminate against the
And
quality.
it's a
of
weird
mixing it.
experience of like glass that's sort of like crumbling and reshaping itself. You're just kind
You
of
got this sort of
what's
like
going on?
just Lovecraftian horror glass that is both alive and not alive. 4 cules from reality. Where
he's sort of like
drinking
crunches
is just sort of soaking it in through his hand and letting it run into his clothes.
and then he just kind of starts chewing on the glass.
Sort of quietly, like just shoving it through the side of his head, wherever his mouth experience might be. It's
I'm gonna shove
fine.
it into my ribs today.
Or he literally just takes his 2 hands together and just sort of absorbs it into them, and it's
and
fine.
you're crunching
This
noises.
crunching and crackling and
You're
sort of
like-
slurping sounds. You're like, oh, do you have like the Vampire Hunter D hands? I don't want to know actually. What's so funny about that? Well, it's quite a turn of events. I can't do this. I keep doing
I gotta
it.
tell you, darling, what's up? Come on.
All right,
It's quite the turn of events now,
now
isn't
isn't
it?
it? I can't help but think a man really shows a lot of promise.
Well, Lucifer must have felt the same way, because he said that he gave man a hint about the card's whereabouts.
Well,
so
that's
literally what
interesting,
we're
'cause we
doing
haven't had
is
any of
we're
this.
learning about our choices and our conversation that we were just starting with Lucifer through a side gag.
Through a third-party experience, and we're learning about it as players rather than as our character. Is that what this is? This is super weird. And also going, are they talking to us, the player, or are we just privy to a private conversation?
I'm also like, again, what were we trying to do then? Are we trying to do third person, or are we trying to do first person perspective in this?
And going, are we going to be switching back and forth between I'm talking to you, the player, or you, the character? Because that threw us off really bad in one of the other ones. All right, wait. He actually did that? It's not just a rumor? It's not just you overhearing something or someone else exaggerating? Is this a weird game of telephone? I think it might be. He must really...
I love a game of telephone. You just like put your foot down into it,
Yeah.
and it ends up like slicing up through the tendons and whatever you call that, your heel.
A game of telephone is so good. Don't they just like implant those in humans' brains? I think that's what they do with them. I'm trying to remember something about the brain telephones anyway. Humans have really taken a like to man. Banana phone, that's what it is.
Ah!
Ring, ring, ring.
Banana phone.
Do you think Mammon will agree to a pact if it means he gets his credit card back? I wonder. Knowing him, probably yes.
Yep, though it's more likely he'll throw quite the tantrum over it first.
Where are we? Why is it all of you act like entering into a pact is a huge thing? I've got pacts with like 15 people and it hasn't bothered me any.
I mean, it's great. Packs are awesome for my skin. Pulls it apart.
It just literally is like takes out some of the heat packs from like inside skin pieces. These are so nice. They're very cozy. They make my insides feel on fire. Gently shoves them back up onto the ribs. It's fine.
It's great.
He's like, I can do this. Or just the clothes are his body. Literally just like, I'll adjust my clothing skin. It's fine. Woo. I look at your clothes and there's something just a bit off about them. And then I realize the clothes are also breathing and shifting like the rest of you. Oh, that's fine.
Excellent.
Buttons looking around like their eyes. She just reaches out and all the little danglies on the sleeve also touch things those fingers do.
They start stretching
Gently
out of curiosity.
You're like,
ah!
You're like, oh, lovely. That's just so good. The fact that your voice doesn't come from your mouth either and comes from somewhere else about you is also
and
fine.
And it likes to move.
Just fine. And it keeps changing its mind where it is. It's also fine.
This is what all of you do. I'm gonna die.
It's a huge thing. I don't know. I mean, making a pact with a human isn't actually such a big deal. I mean, I usually just, well, there's obviously things that I've done with humans. I know a lot about humans. I'm like a human
I know exactly
expert.
what an L-tryptophan phobia is.
Totally know what lust is to humans and therefore can represent it accurately.
Perfectly! Perfect!
Brilliant!
Pulls out a blanket. This is the sexiest thing to them.
Pulls out like a kid's blanket. You know, those with the silky corners and stuff. And like, this is the sexiest thing in the world. Right after Moon. Whatever that is. But I totally know.
I know what Moon is.
I totally know.
Moon is my foot place.
Take Solomon
my toenail.
For me, for example. We're in a pact together already, right? Oh yeah, and he's got one with Barbados too. He just wants a pact with everybody. I think honestly, he might be a little bit of a flirt and like a power monger, sort of. What do you call that? It's like
Oh, I know, manslut.
Yeah, it's like a whore or something. You just want to take over the world. I think that's what that is.
Yeah, sounds right.
Totally. When you just want
pure power.
Take over the whole world. I think that's a megalomaniac. Yeah, slut. Yeah, that's what it is. You're right on.
I'm an emotionless slut.
Yes, I've been very fortunate. I can't. Oh my God.
I appreciate it, my dear.
I'm gonna keep trying.
Dear,
Yo,
my friend.
Yo, so fortunate, yo.
Yeah, incredibly lucky, you know?
You know, yo.
I'd say you and Barbados are part of a small minority in that regard. Generally, demons are a very proud folk after all.
Regardless, I can't afford to be complacent.
Yes.
I can't afford to be complacent, can I? Otherwise, man might beat me to the punch and forge a pact with Lucifer before I can. How many pacts do you want, dude? Everyone, stamp my hand. I need a pact with you.
Hang on. I need to have it so that I need to know when I get to go into the demon theme park. They're like,
woo!
The what?
If I can get all the stamps from all the demons, that fulfills my punch card, and then I can go home. Because my tasks are totally different than man's tasks. Done.
Except for the fact that I hate to tell you, Solomon, you are not the human that Diavolo is going to marry, so I don't know why you're so worried about Lucifer. I'd be worried about Diavolo.
Well, clearly he's all just about, like, I'm just going to get mine while the getting's good, because all of them are going to try and marry you, and we know Diavolo's going to, because he's going to be the thing. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to amass more power. You know how I became the most powerful? Not by not amassing power. Tell you that.
Aw, shock that. You say that, but you don't seem the least bit concerned to me.
I wouldn't read too much into that. It's just the way Solomon is. I think he might be that really, what are you talking about, proud? Maybe he's going to be the new avatar of pride. He seems really full of
He's just gonna
himself.
boot out Lucifer any day now.
I'm not in any, I could do this. I'm not in any particular rush.
Mama said
No.
these is like a
But
box
I am
of chocolates.
But I am very interested to see where this is going.
My poor friend, you're
I
dying.
could do this. Like
I
between
hate
these two accents, I die all the time. I'm shocked enough that Lucifer's. God.
Mama said it's like a box of chocolate.
Apparently he's fucking British because everyone's British. That's what happens. They're just all
Is it
British.
because you have one character who's
because
very strongly got a British accent?
Really, really is. And he's just like, please pay attention to me. So hard.
Look, they're there. Me. Okay.
I'm shocked enough that Lucifer is showing interest in someone besides Diavello, much less a human.
I guess he added a new favorite person to his list to go along with Mammon.
Sounds like
Lucifer
a short list.
likes
Mammon?
Everybody keeps.
Oh, speaking of how much Lucifer loves Mammon, just leans forward and breathes in his face. Mammon. I seem to remember something sort of like this happening once before. It's fine. Coat slowly starts rolling inside out because he's getting uncomfortable. It's fine, or excited, or whatever.
We're like, we don't sure.
Oh, look, it's the whole chapter. Yay! Thank goodness. What was that? Were we there? Were we not there? Was this just like a
point of that?
cutscene somewhere else? If anyone knows whether or not we were in that scene, we would love to know.
That would be great. My God. Perhaps, you know what? Then we can all share a fresh cucumber together.
Perhaps, maybe, the reason it's a 2A bonus thing is it's extra information that your character does not know and that you, the player, can know. And we shouldn't be doing any bonus scenes if we don't want to accidentally have out of character knowledge. If anyone knows if that's how it works and they want to leave us a comment down there or help us out a little bit, that might be really valuable to us. In the meantime, we are in the great indoors. You are in the great indoors. Please take care of yourselves out there during this coronavirus. There's very little that we know how to do other than keep ourselves away from you and, let everyone else stay away from us, as we are not large influencers of any kind.
But thank you very much for granting us your ear holes today.
Yes, for sure.
It has definitely been an experience with
your aural receptors.
Yes, your auditory thing-thongs.
your ear flaps.
Your ear floopers.
Hi. If indeed you have the ear
So
flaps.
very much, thank you very much, guys, for joining us here today. If you like what we do, please check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. We would love to hear from you also. If you've got any comments, or subscribes for us,
that would be great. Or if
please.
you want to share this with your friend, if they think they would enjoy this. Again, don't shove things on your friends, but if you know anyone you think would find this funny as balls, please shove them on over our way.
Absolutely. So I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies. And it was great playing with you. Bye!